Woo! The power has been with you all along. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Trey Michael, and this is another segment of Applied Consciousness. My question, which will be the topic of this conversation, is why live in the illusion? Why continuously live in the illusion when you can choose to live in reality? I pondered on that question. I recall living in the illusion. Let me explain. I remember times where the truth was I did not have enough money to pay my bills. The truth was the car that I was driving was a couple of months behind and I was only trying to play catch up. And instead of facing that reality, I would take my Friday's paycheck, my check that I should be trying to find out how I can multiply, and I would go out to the clubs, go out to the bars, go to the strip clubs, put my chain on and shine it on up, shine up my little pull-out gold teeth, take the car through the car wash, spending money that I don't have, just so that I could go out to impress the world. And the crazy truth was, those same people that I was going out to impress were living in the same exact illusion that I was living in. Now, that's all fine and dandy because you enjoy those 2 to 3, maybe 4 hours, maybe 6. Let's give you 6 hours of the grandiose illusion, and your check was big enough to go back and do it again Saturday. New outfit, new shoes, cool dude. But then Sunday came. Oh yes, Sunday came. Wipe the crud out of your eyes. And now you have to face the reality. The reality to know that now you're probably an extra month behind on those bills. The reality of the truth that all the girls that you thought you were shining for, all the guys that you thought you were shining for, they're not there to see you no more. And now the bill collector is knocking, he's calling, they're mailing, they're emailing. And you're looking at your gas tank and it's on E. Like Bootsy say, but all drinks was on me. Your children are looking like, why are these cabinets looking bare? And I lived in that illusion world for so many years. It was more like 30% of the fake and 70% of the misery. And one day I came to the conclusion that I could no longer bear this fake illusion. I looked myself in the mirror and I hated what I saw. I hated this drug-looking person that looked back at me in the mirror from all the alcohol and the pills and the weed and all of the things that I was consuming and all of the lies that I told about how I'm a baller and I got this and got that. And I looked at myself and I was disgusted. I did not know how to come out of the illusion, but I made my mind up from that day that I was going to actually be that baller that I wanted to be. That I was going to actually have those things that I portrayed to have. And I had to realize that it was not going to come to me overnight. I had to realize that it was not going to be an easy task at hand. But for God's sake, I was going to accomplish it. And in the process of me coming to reality, and I know that's a word most people don't want to face, reality, that there are people that choose to live in the repetitiveness of the insanity of the illusion world of trying to make people perceive that you have more than what you really have. I know I was the master of the illusion. I would go out and take me and my wife's check and show it off at the club, knowing I only had 40 bucks to go spend, actually. But as long as the people believed that I was the man, that was all that mattered. And when I looked at that mirror, and when I made that decision to be the man, to put all of my focus in not showing the illusion, but living the reality, things changed in my life. Those so-called wondering when you're going to pay the bills or trying to catch up, I don't experience that in my reality. Trying to go off and show off for a group of people that are all living in illusion who really don't like you, I ended that fairy tale. And I began to walk in my truths, just as you can choose to walk in your truths. And when you face this truth of your circumstances, you'll realize that those circumstances that you were experiencing, those realities that you wanted to run away from, were all caused by you. And on that day, you will also realize that the beautifulness of your new reality was all cause and effect by yourself. I'm saying this right now because a lot of people are living in the illusion. But as I always tell people, reality will always supersede and catch up to your illusions. Right now is an opportunity for you to jump out of the Maya, which means the great illusion, and to come back to reality and begin to work on yourself. Stop looking outside of yourselves. The second that you lose your car, the second that you lose your job, the second that you can no longer put the name brand clothes on, those ladies or those gentlemen, those so-called friends will abandon you. I know for a fact. I've experienced it. And then I came to the conclusion to myself, like, why would I want to go and impress a bunch of people who only care for the illusion that I put on? Go lose everything and see how many people come to you. Go be in a mentally bad place. See how many people got your back. But then when you find yourself by yourself, maybe then you'll come to reality and start living the abundant life. See, I can't eat an imaginary burger. I can't grab an imaginary knot of money. But I can eat a reality burger, vegetarian that is, Burger King, Impossible Whopper. But I don't know, man. It's been so long since I lived in the illusion world that I just thought I'd make this video for some of you who may still be experiencing the great illusion. You know, the one that you have to make sure that the guys or the ladies notice your new kicks. Or put the logo name brand on your shirt. Woo, polo symbol. Wow, you're someone. Dude, wake up. Wake up. And when you wake up, then you'll see how beautiful reality can really be. You can see what your full potential can really be. But you will never know your full potential as long as you're believing the lie and drinking the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid because everyone else is drinking it. Put the Kool-Aid down. Find your cup of tea. Begin to live in your reality. And I promise you, when you put that energy, the same energy you put in to keep up with the Joneses, the same energy that you were putting up to make sure people saw you, that didn't care about you, when you start to use that energy and channel it into yourself to say, I want greatness, I want wealth, I want happiness, real wealth, real abundance, then I assure you, you will begin to achieve the skills the tools that you need to achieve your greatness. And then you'll say, and only then will you say, woo! The power had been with me all along. Like I always say, live, love, and laugh. And I'm going to start adding this one on. Live in reality. Subscribe. Come and get some of this positive energy. Yeah, no. Don't click off. Hit the button. Subscribe. And come get some of this reality, baby. It's beautiful. Peace.